So just what is your final advice? There's so much in this bill. There's so much buzz around it. Clients are going to be calling with lots of questions. They're seeing things on social media. They're seeing things on the news. What's your final advice or even resources that you would suggest that people look at in order to kind of bring all these changes together and be able to understand and articulate them to their clients?
Yes. So I think, let's not get overwhelmed because there is a lot of information. Let's digest it, consult with our peers, refer to those sources of truth that we have, the Internal Revenue Code, the CPE webinars that we're taking, the articles that we're reading, and let's start prioritizing on what do we need to communicate to our clients today versus what's not going to be in effect until 2026, because we don't want to overwhelm our clients either and bring them everything that the bill has. Let's start off first with what's the most urgent. And to me, it is the energy credits that we have, the vehicle credit, the clean vehicle credit. That has an expiration of September 30, 2025. So this year. So yes, if they're out shopping for an EV, that's something we need to make aware because the purchase has to have been finalized by September 30th for that clean vehicle, that EV, that hybrid. And that's a credit up to $7,500. Previously owned, it's $4,000, or brand new EVs, that's $7,500. But the sale has to be finalized by September 30th of 2025. And then I would also start thinking about, okay, what's the next deadline after that? December 31st for those home energy credits. That's another communication. So let's start prioritizing, and then let's really start thinking about what affects the entire 2025. We're talking about the new deductions. For that, let's wait for IRS guidance for exact industries that qualify for the tip deduction, for the overtime, and how are those going to be computed and reflected on the W-2s, which won't be issued until next year in January of 2026. But at least we can start thinking about how do these deductions affect our clients, consult with our peers, keep up to date on those webinars, keep up to date on that education, use the resources that are out there, and let's start prioritizing and identifying clients that we can start reaching to.